Hello my stamping friends, this is Oksana from funstamper.com, and today I have a really quick video, kind of technique video or forgotten best practices, how to color with watercolor pencils. I just held a class a couple days ago and we all were coloring this beautiful mixed flora stamp set, creating amazing cards. And what I like about watercoloring that each time you color, your cards will be completely different, depend on the person, depend on what color you will pick. So let's get started. So for this quick video, I picked to color with watercolor pencil assortment number 2 from Stampin' Up and blender pen. So I love to do that with watercolor pencil. First of all, it's super inexpensive and give you instantaneously 10 colors right away. And blender pen is amazing tool as well to have. So let's get into coloring. So what I did, I pre-stamp and die cut couple images. And let's start with the kind of smallest one. The way I do it, and I do it pretty fast. Let me get also a scrap piece of paper, will be super helpful to wipe my blender pen. So for this coloring, I will pick garden green and grainy apple green, 2 greens. So I'm kind of thinking, where is artist think it should be the darkest? And I just color there. As you could see, you don't need to go and color all the image. I just simply scribbling my color where I want it to be. So I'm not super precise. I'm gonna be precise in the next step. By the way, tip, it's much easier to stamp and color than die cut, otherwise your image moving. Second step, if you want a more complex colors, don't be afraid to mix multiple colors. So add a little bit of color as well. So this way you will have a little bit more depth. And don't worry if it's not gonna be perfect. You could always have opportunity to improve it. Okay, so this is how it look like scribble, look pretty bad probably. There is 2 ends. If you use one, kind of maybe dedicate one end for lighter, one end for darker, but you could always wipe. So see, I'm wiping, even so it's look like my tip has some purple in it, but it's run clear. And then I'm just picking the color and start blending them. And you could see how it's become smooth, and I drag my colors there. And I continue with the rest of the leaves. And if you want a lighter color, you could always wipe what is there and keep going. When I was coloring, I always didn't put enough maybe color. So you could still fix that. And I think that leaf is pretty good. Let's see if I have another one like this one. It's already dry. If I wanted it to have more color, then I will take my pencil and go over it again. Adding a color and blend. And you could do it multiple times, which is really amazing. I'm using basic white, not a watercolor paper, and it holds really, really good. And as you could see, I keep adding a color. So this is how you will be watercoloring that particular image. Also, it's nice to practice on DSP. If you have a black and white DSP, it's also pretty amazing how you could color. And here it's even easier because you could see where artists add like shading. So this one, I think, they're supposed to be darker. And as you could see, I'm not precise. I'm just adding a color like to my palette. Otherwise, you will sit and color for a pretty long time and you'll be frustrated if it goes out of the line. And coloring the DSP, it's pretty cool too. Wipe it, it's green, so I don't need to worry about. And voila. And you could, ladies in my class, they figured out if you start with lighter area and then move to darker, then you still will have that gradient, versus dragging ink, then everything is the same. But that's how you will be doing leaves. Again, it's watercolor, doesn't need to be perfect, but it's pretty cool that you have in your arsenal 10 colors right away. Let's talk about the flower. Flower is also interesting, and you could add different colors. Let me do purple. I saw ladies did purple, and I don't actually have anything in. So again, there is your imagination. It's your flower. If you would like to know how it's look like, you could Google the image for corner flower, and I'm just kind of do it overline here. And more you color, it's easier to become. And I will go with Cajun Craze for my middle. And the same here, I kind of do where I think it should be the darkest and apply as much color there. And let's do, I want to do crushed curry, I want to do yellow. So for those flowers, I just mark the centers, and then I will be blending the colors. Okay, so let's pick up, wipe my thing clean. Let's do purple. This blends pretty amazing. So when you look on designer paper, artist left a lot of white as well, and it looks super pretty. And I'm most likely later on gonna add a little bit more purple on top. And stay tuned, I will show you some samples what we made. Let's do my yellow. Pretty quick to add the colors, circular motions, versus just one side. And let's do this one as well. And maybe leave a little bit of white. So that's, my friends, how you will be coloring. Pretty simple. Let me know what color combination you think you will work. But if you don't have those watercolor pencils, they're an amazing tool. You could buy them in my shop, fanstamper.com. And let me show you the cards we created. So yellow tulips. This is my pink tulips. Funky fold. I like how I color those. This is the color. I actually added yellow centers because why not? I saw tulips in Holland, and they are definitely could be different colors there. Here is another card, and two more. All right, I hope you will give that coloring a try. Visit my blog for more inspiration, and until then, happy stamping. Bye.